Hi everyone, it's me, Brian, and today I'm going to be reading all of the Blox bulletins that are released recently. Well, most of them at least. So many bulletins have come out since my last video that I'm gonna have to make a few videos to read them all. But anyways, go ahead and start with bulletin number 5. I'm not gonna read bulletin number 4 because it was just a trailer release and nothing really that special. Anyways, let's get to it. The Blox Bulletin number 5, published May 15, 2025. Channel 4, Fruitcast News by the Bulletin team. We're back after weeks of silence and one unfortunate media-related office incident. The new newsroom is back, bigger, shinier, and with 43% more chairs. The new HQ is up and running, and the presses are rolling once again. Let's get you caught up. Asking the developers, too, featuring answers from the team. Doma says, do you plan on releasing a new updates roadmap? The response is, while we know players are eager for a roadmap, we've learned that locking ourselves into one often does more harm than good. Delivering the kind of quality updates you deserve, one time and without compromise, is on time and without compromise isn't always something we can predict months in advance. That said, with the next update already deep in prep, you might start to notice the quicker pace we've been aiming for. So there are quite a number of Q's and A's. I'm not sure. I want to make this pretty short, so you can just pause the video here if you want to read them. And over here is gears turning, minds racing, and mild constructive criticism. Back in my day, the C's were about grit, timing, and having a sharp eye, not pulling off flashy stunts like you're auditioning for some talent show as a daredevil. Nowadays, these creation fruit wielders treat the world like a live circus act. I've witnessed someone ricochet off a wall mid-flight and call it next level tactics. Look, I respect creativity, but maybe, just maybe, that power could be used to shape something with a bit more care. Help the world breathe again. Create something that lasts. Not every creation needs to launch you into the sky. Maybe something that could help others move forward, or even let something green take root again. Who knows? Just a thought, but seriously, it's worth considering. The state park reopens. The long forgotten state park is back in action, and it's already a hit. Campers are gathering at fire pits, throwing in meat, herbs, and mysterious glowing fruit peels. It's not just sleeping under the stars, one camper says. It's a connection with nature, and with hints of a glowing stew that talks back. What were those ingredients, anyways? Developer thought. Following the celebration of the Eagle Tiger's defeat, the chief of the Tiki Outpost revealed that the long-rumored heart of Tiki is real, and that traveling onto these sacred landmarks has finally been authorized for those who helped bring the tyrant down. This will be a bit of a journey, and it can show off your creation builds. Build something awesome with creation fruit? Oh, the next bulletin has already come out. Anyways, it still won't hurt to make a creation build. Anyways, this was the Blox Bulletin number 5. Now moving on to number 6. Boom in the booth. Vendor rattled by sudden outburst. A quiet afternoon at Pirate Village Yes, took a sharp turn yesterday when a local popcorn vendor's machine erupted during what was meant to be a routine snack sale. Witnesses say the vendor was preparing a new spicy popcorn recipe until a tall, silent customer approached the booth. Moments later, the kernels began rattling violently before bursting open in a series of sharp pops. Maybe this could be hinted at a bomb fruit rework. No injuries were reported, but the vendor has since closed shop, citing malfunctions and a sudden shortage of kernels. Locals are calling it strange, but chalking it up to a one off incident for now. Asking the developers 3. Again, you can just pause the video if you want to read it here. The tides of technique refine the way of water. The Sharkmen have been busy refining their ancient martial techniques until now. Classes are opening up to those who are interested in learning the new techniques being offered. From basic training to advanced alike, anyone is welcome. Basic students are now learning the fluid foundations of water kung fu, while seasoned fighters continue holding the fierce precision of Sharkman karate. Those involved with the arts say their movements feel sharper, more focused, like something deeper has awakened in the style themselves. Oh, I think it's gonna be a fighting style rework for Sharkman Karate or Water Kung Fu. Maybe both. A sign, perhaps. A sign that the tides of combat are shifting, and that even the oldest styles still have room to evolve. The fighter fights after the fall. Locals says he never wins. Not at first. A lone fighter, covered in scars and wrapped in faded bandages, has been spotted challenging arena goers one by one, losing each match early on, only to rise moments before defeat. He doesn't speak, he just keeps getting back up. He fights like there's no tomorrow, said one of the opponents. I'm starting to generally get worried and feel bad that I keep shredding this guy to pieces. Not to mention, he gets back up for more. Alright, this is definitely a pain for rework. Campfire Chronicles Into the Wilds. Yeah, they're definitely adding potions to Blox fruits, I can see from this picture. As the days stretch on, campers at the state park are venturing deeper into the forest, returning with strange herbs, rare meats, and recipes they refuse to share. Some claim their meals now do more than just fill bellies. My wounds closed overnight, said one hiker. I think it was the glowing root I added, or maybe the river crab. Whatever the cause, the fire pits are livelier than ever. Out here, food isn't just for survival, it's becoming a quiet form of power. Oh, and these are all the creation fruit builds. Well, there's Mario and Yoshi, the Eiffel Tower, the that's definitely the Ender Dragon troll face. A car, a boat, that's a sea castle. Wow. A Ferris wheel. Oh, the chrome dinosaur and the meteor. That's funny. Anyways, this has been Bulletin number 6. Now moving on to Bulletin number 7. It was made published on May 23rd, 2025. Lore Deep Dive: The Secrets of Tiki Outposts. Tiki Outpost was once alive with laughter and music, lanterns swaying above moonlit markets, and drums echoing across the shore. But when the icy colds came, it vanished. They say it was the Leviathan's doing. Its presence chilled the waters and invited smugglers to slip ashore, bringing fear, curfews, and a shadow over the island spirit. Now, with the Eagle Tyrant defeated, hope stirs once more. The chief of the Tiki outpost believes deeper truths lie below. Ancient ruins of the original Tiki civilization, long hidden beneath the sea. If found, they could restore the pride Tiki once held. Veterans and prodigies alike can now walk the island, chasing a future that may rest beneath the very waves that nearly buried it. Ooh, okay, that looks bad. Rangers report food as ritual. Something strange and delicious is stirring in the campgrounds. After a long day clearing brush and hauling supplies, one camper, still bruised from a rough fall near Ridge Hollow, decided to wind down the old fashioned way by cooking dinner over a campfire, using only ingredients foraged earlier that day: wild peppers, riverfish, and a handful of earthy roots. The camper crafted a simple meal. But what followed was nothing was but what followed was anything but ordinary. I swear, it felt I felt the soreness lift after the first few bites, he said. It was like my body knew I earned it. Best meal I've ever made, and I didn't even use salt. That's crazy, right? Huh, weird. The park staff took notice. Other campers have started experimenting with their own cooking blends, believing that flavor born from effort holds some kind of restorative charm. Some are starting to wonder, maybe there's more to these recipes than just taste. Oh, and there's a community poll here. What matters most to you as a player? Which features do you want to see prioritized in future updates? Use the forum below to cast your votes. We'll reveal top picks in the next Blox board. Oh, well, there's no point in doing this because the next Bulletin's already out. The legacy overhaul has begun. In recent times, we've begun reworking some bosses, as you may have noticed. Yeah, I've noticed. Rest in peace, Bobby. Rest in peace, Fajita. Cyborg is still Cyborg, but without the farts. Not just with visual upgrades, but with the intent to give each of them a stronger identity within the world. These bosses weren't living up to the potential we envisioned years ago, and it's time they finally do. Some will receive updated models, others entirely new movesets, and in many cases, brand new fight mechanics to make each battle feel distinct. The goal isn't to make them drastically harder, but to make them more authentic, memorable, and worthy of the seas they inhabit. So basically, they're just using a bunch of fancy words to get an excuse to rework the bosses. Okay, I get it. This is just the beginning. Our goal is to make every boss feel like a true part of the world story, with battles that stand out not just in difficulty, but in character, theme, and experience. What a dry week. Well, I guess so. And the last bulletin is in this video, bulletin number I'm 8. 8. Bulletin number 8. The last one was number 7. Oh yeah, this is definitely a bomb rework. Attacker unleashes devastating attack during arrest. Explosion takes place at Pirate Village during high-profile arrest. Multiple injured. An anonymous tip from a resident of Pirate Village reported a suspicious man roaming the neighborhood looking as if they were up to no good. After matching the description of the criminal behind the sudden attack on the popcorn dealer's booth 2 weeks ago, the suspect was suddenly rushed and surrounded by armed squadrons of Marines. After being apprehended and put under arrest, just before being escorted, the prisoner flared open his gray cloak, revealing a hidden array of compact explosives. The resultant blast knocked several Marines off their feet and scattered debris across the island. Authorities confirmed the criminal remains in custody and will be under heavy surveillance by the warden at the local prison. I don't think a prison will be enough to hold back a guy who can make literal explosives, but alright. So, what happened? Oh yeah, all of this stuff. The map reworks, UI changes, new mechanics, fruit reworks. Where is all of it? We hear you. We've shown sneak peeks over the years. New islands, redesigned UI, and new systems. Much of this content was already deep into development, and some even finished. Ultimately, it didn't end up meeting our standards. This is something we constantly wrestle with when balancing update quantity with long-term quality. Even though we still face performance issues today, it could have been far worse if we had pushed forward with some of those island reworks. We don't want to add things that look new if they come at the cost of the game's stability. Or worse, shift the game into something was never meant to be. Well, then again, what was Blox first meant to be? A One Piece game? Well, they're shifted away from One Piece, so I don't even know what they're talking about. The UI revamp, for example, had a more modern look, but all of your feedback was clear. It just didn't feel like Bloxford's. Meanwhile, large scale map changes and new systems started stacking performance issues. Third C is already laggy enough. As these updates scale up, we realize optimization needs to come first. We've noticed a ton of players who are max level will go to the second seat to PvP, just because it will be less draining on their devices. So, the T's content isn't gone, it's being reimagined with performance in mind. It's basically the T's content is gone and you're just replacing it with something else. Alright. Thanks for the patience and for helping guide where we go next with the updates. Well, I hope you see this soon. This T's reimagined constant content. And just in case you're wondering, these are community poll results. So a lot of people want C4. 16.7% voted for that. Other people want more fruit reworks. 13.9% voted. New fruits 12%. No more lag 11%. Man, I expected this to get 50. Grinding revamp 7.4. Yeah, this should have gone something high too. Mobile controls 5.5, fishing styles, iron reworks, and a bunch of other stuff. There's there's something here that'll help you know what all this is. Port Town's washed up mystery. A battered crate washed up ashore earlier this week at the edge of Port Town, and its contents are far from ordinary. The wood of the crate swelled with seawater, and inside there was a single item that remained mostly intact, a large leather-bound journal. Though many of its pages were soaked and nearly illegible, glimpses of its contents are already stirring interest. Scrawled symbols, sketches, insightful information, references to names never before seen. All clues suggest this journal once belonged to someone with access to high level intel. Unfortunately, much of the book is too delicate to handle. Local archivists say it will take time to dry, restore, and properly study the remaining pages. We'll report back when more has been recovered. For now, the sea has gifted us a mystery, one we fully intend to solve. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching this video. So, my next one, I'm going to be reading Bulletin number 9, 10, 11, and 12. And then my next video will be Bulletin 13, 14, 15, and 16. Anyways, if you want to see those videos, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. Also, share these videos. It could also help a lot of other people. And please like and subscribe. It will also help me a lot. Please. Anyways, again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!